Hi Stephen, welcome to the awards. Are you excited about this evening?
I don't think I've ever been more excited in my entire life. This is really my existence on this planet has been leading up to this moment, and here it is.
Any category you're in particular looking forward to?
Do you know, I don't even know what all the categories are, but I'd be interested to see if there's an app category, because this is a new trend. I've been asked, and I'm sure you have, and many people have, to contribute to top 10 lists of apps, and I'm always being asked which apps I can't live without, and so on. And I think it's become a very fertile ground for awards, because the great thing is you feel you're really doing what awards should be doing, and that is awarding a prize for creativity, originality, innovation. It's quite hard to do that with a piece of hardware because it's usually just a small incremental step ahead of the competition, might be a slightly nicer design, whereas an app can be entirely original within its framework. So I think people like that kind of award. I'm sorry about my hair, it's a riot.
There is App of the Year, so a new category this year actually. It's the first category, yeah, App of the Year. Not hair, App of the Year. Or if there was hair, I'm sure you'd win. Definitely, definitely. So what's been your big gadget of 2010, the one thing that's got you excited?
Well, my first love in many ways is a smartphone, so I've been very pleased it's been one of the good years for smartphone innovation. Obviously the beginning of the year saw the arrival of the iPad, which is hard to overestimate. I always think people who live and work in the techno blogosphere should be forced to reread their instant responses to important new technology. The iPad's a good example. There are a lot of people who should go back and look at what they said about the iPhone when it came out. Not because one's crowing that it was a success when they all said it was a disaster, but because they so misjudged the market, and we all do it. I'm not saying I'm always right, because God knows I'm not. But it was astonishing with what bad prophecy, if nothing else, the iPad was met with, because all responses are instant, and of course, even a month later, it had established itself, if nothing else, as a gigantic commercial success. But everyone was saying, oh dear, Apple have really blown it this time. They have no idea. It's just a big iPhone, they kept saying, which is about as sensible as going into someone's garden, seeing a swimming pool and say, oh, it's just a big bath. You know, it's just so dumb. But we're all capable of being dumb when it comes to this world, because for some reason, loyalties and tribalism in tech are far greater than they are in almost any other thing apart from football, really. I mean, you don't get people who buy cars trashing other makes and marks of car. Whereas if you're an Android person, you just delight in trashing Apple, and if you're an Apple person, sometimes the worst kind, they trash people for having other. So anyway, it's a long answer to your question, but the iPad was obviously a huge event of the year. But then, so was the iPhone 4 and its various aftermath of debacles, one way or another. And one sense this was the year that the tide turned against Apple in terms of affection. People, because it's now such the largest tech company in the world by a long way, and in terms of value. Also, it's the year that Android really began to establish itself as a leading contender in the mobile operating system market, and today was the day that the Windows Mobile 7 came out. So it's been a heck of a year. Was it also only this year that Hewlett-Packard bought Palm? So that's going to come out too. That'll be a new system. Symbian 3, I suppose one has to count. It's easy to forget. Yeah, I know. That could be exciting. MeeGo could be very exciting. So there's lots on the horizon. There's lots to be pleased and excited about. And the BlackBerry Torch is finally they've got a touchscreen BlackBerry that isn't a joke.
Are you excited about that?
I like it. I think it's really good. I've been using it a lot, and it's very easy to work with, and it's a good phone, a genuinely good device. HTC continue to make, I think, the best devices now across two operating systems. Their Android phones are really excellent. The HD Desire is marvelous, and now they have an HD 7, which I just happen to have in my. Oh no, that's my white iPhone 4. Not that I'm showing off, but I am. Yeah, here we are. This is the HD. That's the HD 7. Yeah, which is a nice, very nice. You played with it, I'm sure you have. You're not.
I heard you were at the Windows 7 launch.
I was.
How was it? Are you excited for that? You got the phone.
Well, I'm excited that finally you can praise Microsoft for something genuinely well designed, that's got a bit of love in it, pride. It's clean, it's sleek, it's simple, it's clever. Puts a little smile on your face when you use it. When's the last time you said that about anything, Microsoft? You know, it's as if the designer of a grey 1960s, early 70s office block suddenly came up with a really cool, colourful, lovely, modern design that everyone wanted to buy. You know, it's good, and the more the merrier. I think you need a rich ecosystem.
Any tips for the future? Anything you'd love to see next year? So we've talked about what you've seen this year. What would you like to see develop in the tech world? Well,
little Pico projectors. I'm still keen. I mean, I'd like to see them built in. I know I said that last time, and I still think, well, maybe obviously still not ready. It's very hard because things catch you by surprise. I suppose I'd like to see HTML5 finally rolled out and properly in good working order, and people, because I think it's going to be huge. It really is. It's going to obscure the boundaries between browser and operating system and online and offline and cloud and non-cloud, and the richness of it and the program for it will mean that a lot of the expertise that's gone into app development will go into HTML5 development. We'll have to find something better to call it than HTML5. It is a bit, isn't it? Just H5 or something, I don't know. Yeah, they will, exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again.
And good luck. And I hear you might be doing something, but good luck. And it was lovely. And take care. Thank you very much.